All right, fourth grade. We're going to start talking about ways to find a fraction of a number or set. And I'm going to teach you the first strategy today, which is, as often, strategy number one is visual models. So please open up your math notebook. I'm going to teach you a few ways to do this in the next few days. So if you want to start a page that's maybe where the title is finding a fraction of a number or set, and then leave yourself space under it, for strat 1, 2, and 3. Leave lots of space. You can. I think there's going to be 3. You can do, we'll probably do the same examples every day. I'll just show you a new strategy. So if you just want to make room to have one example so you don't have to write it every day, you can do that. So go ahead and unpause after you are done. Put your pencil down, and on the I do's, just concentrate and think with me. So when I say find the fraction of a set or a fraction of a number, we did that yesterday. Remember yesterday we talked about this problem with all these Santas, right? And I said there's 2,400 Santas. That's my set, that's my whole number. And 4/5 of the Santas were in red. And so we tried to figure out that's a fraction of a set or a whole. So we actually did this yesterday. Like to, give things a shot before you've totally learned how to do them. So we actually did this skill yesterday. Probably not going to give you too many numbers as big as 2,400 this time. Excuse me. But I just wanted you to have an idea of what we're going to do first. Find the fraction, 4/5, of a set. What fraction of this group was in red. So I'll pare it down a little bit from there. So here's my question for you. So the PTA is buying soda to sell at a school event. They're buying 24 sodas, and 3/4 will be regular Coke. 1/6 will be Sprite. How many Cokes and how many Sprites will they buy? So what I'm looking for here, I'm going to do two separate problems, the Coke and the Sprite, is the way I would word this is 3/4 of the 24 will be Coke. So I'm looking for 3/4 of 24 will be Coke. And for Sprite, I'm looking for 1/6 of 24. All right, so that's kind of how my wording is. I'm looking for a fraction of a set or a group. Fraction of a group or a set. All right. So let's talk about how to do that. So what I'm going to do to figure this out, 3/4 of the 24. So that's going to be most of them. More than half of them are going to be Coke, but not all of them. So what I'm going to do, since I'm dealing with fourths, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a whole. So all together there's going to be 24 in here. And I'm going to divide that into fourths because fourths is in the problem. So I'm going to do like that. And so now what I'm going to do is, in order to find out what 3/4 of 24 is, so I've got to put 24 cans, or 24 like symbols, in here. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to fill them in. I need to make sure I have the same number in each one. So there's going to be 24, and as far as what I kind of do is just kind of maybe do dots or stars or cans. If you want to draw a can, you can. I'm just going to do like a dot and say that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So there are my 24 cans. A dot equals 1 can. And now that I've done that, so what I'm saying, there's my 24 cans, and what the problem tells me is that 3/4 are Coke. So since I split it already into, let me get a bigger highlighter here. There we go. Since I already split it into fourths, 3 of the 4 sets 1, 2, 3. Those are going to be the Coke. I split it into fourths, and 3/4 are Coke. Coke, 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 and everything else other. And so now I can count out how many Cokes there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 are Coke. Makes sense? Let's do another. I'm going to do another one with the same problem, and so you can kind of get the hang of it one more time. So same thing. I've still got my 24 drinks. So it's going to be 24 in all. That's my group. That's my set. But now 1/6 of them are Sprite. So since I'm dealing with 1/6, I'm going to divide this into sixths this time, because I want to do 1/6. So I choose to divide up my thing into whatever my unit fraction is. So since I'm dealing with 6, I do 6. Over here, the unit fraction for 3/4 is fourths. So I made fourths. So here I'm doing 6. And now same thing, I just got to put my 24 cans in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So now I've divided up my 24 Cokes into, or my 24 sodas into sixths. And 1/6 of the 24 is Sprite. So in that case, I just have 1. So I'm going to have 4 Sprite. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd have 18 Cokes, 4 Sprites, and what does that leave me? 2 more of something else, I guess. All right, so that's how you do it. Let's do one together. All right, open your math notebook, grab your pencil, and let's try this one. Go back to orange, stay consistent here. All right, so again, if you want to write this example down and leave yourself like 3 big rectangles underneath to work it 3 different ways or something, that's fine, because we'll probably do this same problem the next few days. I just want to show you different ways to do it. So today, Mr. Perry has 20 children in his 4th grade class. 2/5 of the children have brown eyes. How many children have brown eyes? So what I am looking for here, important to know what math I'm doing, I'm looking for 2/5 of 20. I'm looking for a fraction of a set, the set being his set of 4th graders. So I'm looking for 2/5 of 20 is how I would word that. And so here we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw my set of 20. So I draw like a hole. There's my group. And I know I'm going to have 20 students in my group. And they're all going to go in this box somewhere, in this model somewhere. So I'm going to, let's see, so you're nice and clear for you. So since this is fifths, since the fraction in the problem is fifth, I'm going to split into fifths. All right, so I'm going to take my 20 students, and I pick to split it into fifths because my fraction in the problem has fifths. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. They're 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5. And then I'm going to put my students in my model evenly. So I'm just going to I'm going to count up to 20, and I'm just going to put 1 in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's my 20 students divided into fifths. And I know from the question 2/5 have brown eyes. So 1/5 has brown eyes, 2/5 have brown eyes. So I can look at my model and I can say 2/5 have brown eyes, and that is 8 students. And that makes sense, right? 2/5 is a little less than a half. 8's a little less than half of the 20. So 2/5 of his 20 students have brown eyes. That's how it works with a visual model. That's how you find a fraction of a set. If it would help you to watch this example again or the last example again so that you really get this before you get to class tomorrow, that would be great. Once you feel like you have it and you have a really nicely drawn and explained example in your notes so you could look at this and remember how to do it, then you're all set. And I'll see you tomorrow.